Alright guys, so today we're going to be looking at the Dark Sword and the attack rating and different infusions you can have with it. So as you can see on the left side I have 40 strength, 40 dexterity, 35 intelligence and 35 faith. Firstly, the heavy Dark Sword is what I use. It's got a 499 attack rating and an A scaling in strength. So a lot of people are using strength builds, and this is great, you know, as a backup weapon to Fume Ultra Greatsword or another big heavy weapon, because it doesn't weigh much. Now we're going to talk to the blacksmith, who's annoying me with his hammer, and we're going to look at, firstly, the sharp gem. Now there's no real reason to use the sharp gem. I wouldn't recommend it, because as you can see, the scaling, you get a C scaling in strength and a C scaling in dexterity. But if you go with the refined gem, you get a B and a B, a double B scaling in strength and dexterity, which makes it a real quality weapon like this. You'll have 452 attack rating, and with this you'll have 425, so there's no real reason for the sharp gem. Now the raw gem, you get 287 attack rating, so I mean, if you don't have the scaling or you don't have high levels, you're starting out the game, you might want to think about going raw for the start and then maybe change it up to something else, because 287, that's not very good. Now the crystal Dark Sword, that has 171 attack rating and a 278 magic rating, which makes it okay. The big thing is it's got an S scaling in intelligence. So the more intelligence you have, the more magic damage you're going to take off. It doesn't scale in faith, but there's other weapons if you've got faith. Now the simple gem. That has a 202 attack rating and the magic on it is a 227. And that's got an A scaling in intelligence. So once again, there's no real reason to go simple when crystal is just that much better. The one thing you do have with simple, is your FP will go up very slightly if you have it on a weapon. So it might be good if you have it on a shield, have the shield on your back, your FP is going to go up. That's never a bad thing. Now the next one's fire. So you get 181 and 181 damage and fire. Now it doesn't have any scaling, so again it's good if you're low level and you want the fire damage, but I would be going with Chaos. Chaos has 195 damage and 323 fire damage, which is a lot higher than 181. And it's got a B scaling in faith and a B scaling in intelligence. So I mean, I've got 35 and 35, and that's pretty high, 180. So if you're going the saucer build, this is going to be really good, the Chaos Gem. You can get a lot of fire damage from it. Now the Lightning Gem. This one scales with an S with Faith. So I mean, you really can't go wrong with this. The physical damage is 171 and the lightning damage is 278. And with an S scaling in Faith, yeah, you're going to hurt people with this. That's another reason the Dark Sword's so good. It just infuses really well with a lot of things. Now the Blessed Gem scales A scaling with Faith. It's another one where it's sort of a bit like, well, you'd go lightning, I would say. But anyway, it's got 350 attack rating, which is okay. Not the greatest. And then 181 and 181 dark damage with the Deep Gem. Again, I would suggest going with the Dark Gem. The Dark Gem, you get 195 attack rating and 323 dark damage. So 323, 181, I mean 195. It's better in every way, the Dark Gem. Especially if you've got the scaling, because it has a B scaling in faith and a B scaling in intelligence. If you don't have the scaling, you want the dark damage, well, you're going to go dark. But that's completely up to you. And I'm just not a fan. I mean, there's better weapons that already have bleed on them, like the Dancer Twin Blades and stuff like that, so I wouldn't recommend doing it, because the attack rating's bad, and there's faster weapons to put bleed on, other than the Dark Sword. Now the poison gem, again, 338 attack rating I have with it. And poison, I mean, poison's okay, but compared to blood, I don't really rate poison. I mean, you can be poisoned in the swamp and it takes a really long time for it to even make damage to you, really. Now the hollow gem is going to be 421 attack rating, which is okay. And I believe that will scale with luck. And luck also scales with bleeding. So if you were gonna make this hollow, I wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend making a weapon that has bleed on it, because then the luck's gonna put up the bleed, which is what you really want. So I don't see the reason in putting it into this sword. Now, the shriving stone, shriving stone, I think it is, that just takes everything off it, makes it normal. So this is what a +10 normal dark sword will look like. C scaling in strength, D scaling in dexterity, and a 437 attack rating. So really, there's something for everyone. So I wouldn't leave it normal. I mean, if you dexterity, you would make it refined. If you were strength, you make it heavy. And yeah. So I hope this video has helped at least one person out. Leave a comment if you enjoyed it, or if I was talking too fast, or anything like that. You might need to pause the video if you want to see a certain point. And yeah, just let me know, because I will probably make a few of these. If you want a weapon specifically done, let me know, and I may do it depending on if I can make it +10. I mean, I've got a lot of slabs and chunks, titanite, so hopefully I'll be able to get to everything. But yeah, thanks a lot. I'm sorry for the black... Oh, Chrissy. Yeah, the blacksmith, you're so annoying with that hammer. Anyway, have fun, guys. Thanks for watching.